The plan. Now what could put 100 grand of a palm of a nigga hand? Actually, what could put 400 grand? And then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, nigga. Alright. Hey, look, man. Everybody want to talk about the gender war, Women need men, men need women. I'm tired of them fighting. You know, you hear the regular shit every day. And by the way, man, starting to see my 6-pack. You know, I'm starting to see it, man. And I ain't even really done no sit-ups or nothing. Just sweat a lot, you know. But, what I really want to talk to y'all about is why this gender war will never die. For one, you're always going to have people who don't want to comply, act right. You know what I mean? That's just life. You got some people who mess it up for the rest. But the biggest reason why this shit will never die, I feel, is because you got people who will say, I can't stand when a man bashes women on Facebook. You know, it's just my pet peeve. And I'm going to tell y'all something about this. No, man. Man, I ain't gonna be able to find that shit, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something about this. When you hear women and men say, stop bashing, basically, in translation, bashing, in translation, stop exposing bad women and men. Now, let me ask y'all a question. If you're a good woman or man, you know what I mean, and the shoe don't fit, none of us are perfect, but for the most part, if the shoe ain't fitting a lot of shit that's getting talked about on the internet, why the fuck do you care? Wouldn't you want it to be exposed? If you're a good woman, like they claim they are, right? Wouldn't you want the bad women to be exposed so good men can find you and realize the difference between you and bad women? Think about this. If I'm a good woman, right, and men are exposing bad women, I'm licking my chops. The reason why I'm licking my chops is because finally somebody's exposing the bad women so good women like me can be appreciated and brought to light more of my characteristics and how real women, good women move and all this and all that. I'm gonna tell y'all something about this shit. Not just with women, with men, why they get mad when people expose shit. It's because the shoe fits them. You will never see me mad at women for exposing men for shit they shouldn't be doing to women. I might say not all men. I might chime in, speak my opinion, but you will never say, oh, you're bashing. I can't stand when they bash men all day on social media. They need to expose it because that's the only way that it's going to get better. It has to be exposed. You have to expose, I'm not even going to say bad women or men. You have to expose the bad bullshit that women and men do because we all can do it. It's a choice. I can literally be bad if I want to. Let's just say I have a kid. I could be a dad to my kid or I can be a deadbeat. This is a choice. I'm no different than the next motherfucker. It's all about choice. But my thing is this. Why, as a man, if I'm a good dude, why wouldn't I want women to expose the bad dudes? So if I'm a good dude, it can come to the light so women can see more. I want women to see the difference more. Why would I want that to be hidden? And then get on Facebook and say, women you bashing men. The reason why they're doing that is because the shoe fits, it hurts. That's why. There's no other explanation. You can say what the fuck you want. So I say to all of y'all, don't stop exposing the truth. The devil is a lie. The devil don't want y'all to expose the truth, man. That's all it really boiled down to. Spiritual warfare. It's not gender warfare. Y'all think it's about gender. Yeah, I'm sick of this man versus woman era. It's not that. It's fucking spiritual. It's not man or woman. It's spiritual. That's why you shouldn't take sides. You know, I just cannot understand how women can say I'm different than all women, and you know, I'm just different. You know, you know, I'm just a different woman. Pick somebody like me. I know how to treat men, blah, blah, blah. But then turn around and say, stop bashing women, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. If all women aren't the same, like they claim, this is what the line they pull out, and men do it too. If all women aren't the same, then why are you defending that? Why do you care if they're exposing bad women? It don't make sense. It's all game, y'all. When someone has a problem with you exposing bad women or men, run from that person. Get away from them. Get away. Because this is no different than me exposing, man, these racist cops killed this black dude. You know who gets mad at this shit and who has a problem when you do that shit? The racist people. The racist people are the ones that have a problem if I start talking about black this or how, you know, certain black people might be treated and this and that. The racist people have the problem with it. Other people might not say much, but you're not going to hear them. You're not going to hear them say, man, stop talking about the cops killing the black people, man. I'm sick of hearing this shit. They kill us too. You know what I mean? You're not going to hear that shit, man. All I'm saying is this, man. Pay attention to when people have a problem with certain things that you have a problem with. For instance, if you have a problem with the way women are moving and you speak on it, and then you see women who have a problem with what you're speaking on, you know what time it is with them females. Good women, if anything, good women sit back and observe and say, that's what men don't like. See, how can you say that you're a good woman, or women out here, I'm a good woman or a good man? How can you say that and you're not even willing to even listen to the opposite gender's cry of what they don't like? That right there lets you know that you're dealing with a type of person that does not give a fuck about what men feel or what women feel. It's all about me and my so-called gender. I don't want to hear nothing else y'all got to say. So you got to run away from them type of females. And I know I'm just saying, for the most part, I'm saying that I'm giving it from a version of a man. But if you're a woman watching, you can apply this vice versa. You know, anytime you're dealing with men who only see it from their perspective and not the woman's perspective, you know what time it is. I see that shit all the time with men, only seeing it from a man's perspective. You know what I mean? Not seeing what the hell men do to women. You can't move that way. But everybody's not going to have this understanding or this compassion or this type of spirit to want to understand the opposite gender like that. So therefore, there will always be man and women warfare. You just got to find the ones that get it and understand it and don't want no parts of it. That's the only shot you got. You can't change all these people, dog. All these women and men are not going to change. Some of them I'm just going to use men. I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm just going to use women. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I mean? Some people are just like that. That's just what it is. You're not going to change everybody. Only thing, your job is to filter out who's who so you don't get played. And so and your job is also not to become one of them people because you don't want to deal with the Most High and karma. So you don't want to become one of those people, good guy, good girl going bad. And you don't want to deal with those people. You want to filter them out. And remember, you must remember that stop looking at it from the aspect of good women and good men. Let me find good women, good men. Look at it from the aspect of who's choosing choosing to be a good woman or man. Because it's a choice. See, a lot of y'all got that shit twisted. Y'all looking for a good woman or man. Man, people can switch up anytime they want. So you want to look for people who's choosing and trying to be a better woman or man. Those are the ones you want to deal with. You don't want to deal with the people who's okay with not really being a better woman or man. They're not trying to better themselves. We all need improvement. So you want to deal with people who understands that we all need improvement and have a knowledge that they themselves and everybody needs improvement. So they try to work on themselves and try to become better. Try not to cheat. Try not to sleep around, whatever they got going on in their life. Not the ones who are content with the shit. And not the ones definitely who want to silence people. Because a lot of people, the reason why they want to silence this shit is because you're exposing their game. You're exposing the narcissistic person's game. That's why I'm sick of this new era bad men. They want to be bad bitches and blah, blah, blah. A good woman's not going to say that. You know why? Because everything that men say that's a problem, a good woman probably listened. And then now when she deals with a man, she knows how, she understands more about men. Right? Because she's not a man, just like you're not a woman if you're a dude watching. So you got to listen to have better understanding of what women like, what they don't like. You know what I mean? And you will have a better standing of the woman because you're actually putting yourself in their shoes and you're actually trying to be compassionate and listen and not just make it all about you. Okay, that's what women don't like. They don't like when men do that. And let me listen to some more stuff they got talking about. All right, I'm starting to see this or that. Instead of, shut up, I ain't trying to hear it. You know, all men are innocent. Stop bashing men because men don't do nothing. No, not a man. They don't do shit. You know, they're all different. We all different, but yet, we're all different, but I'm going to defend us all like we all the same. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? When I hear a woman say something about a man, I'm going to defend it, dog, because yeah, we all different, but it applies to all men. So I feel offended. I don't feel offended because the only way a woman could, when a woman is what you call bashing a man, you know, it only applies to men who are doing bad shit. The behaviors and the bashing that she's describing, right, it's something that men shouldn't be doing. So why would I be mad at that? Why I got to say something about it? Go ahead. Expose it. Expose it. Because it helps other women not fall. And it helps other men, vice versa, not fall. That's the whole point of this shit, man. But they know that. They know that these videos, we making these videos. So let's just say from the man's perspective, they know that I'm making these videos. So men, I make it for men, women and men. But most people's channels is either for woman or for man. But either way, even with Cynthia G, I know why she's making the videos. That's why I have no problem with when she's telling women don't be played by men. But I have a problem when she's telling women to play men. That's the issue. Nobody has a problem with Cynthia G telling men, or telling women certain things that she's saying that applies to women not getting played by men. Shit, I'm cool on that. She ain't doing nothing wrong. But when you start saying playing men and use them, and that's the issue. Now apply that shit worldwide. Because part of me becoming a great man, as far as what a woman wants in a man, I had to listen to what women don't like. There's no other way. And that's why a lot of these women can't get a man. They're too stubborn to say, you know what? I'm presenting myself to a man, not to my fucking self. So let me listen and see what men don't like and what they do like. Then maybe, guess what? You probably can get a man. But, you know, since men are so much of simps, you know, all the woman gotta do is use her looks or sex and she's getting men. Mm-hmm. So she thinks this type of shit don't apply. But eventually it will. Because the younger draft picks are going to knock her out, basically. Then she's going to have to she gonna realize that, damn, I'm not getting the men like I used to. And if she didn't tap into what men actually like in women and that type of mentality type shit, she pretty much gonna be done, because not only is her prime as far as looks and body more than likely is done, now she don't even have the mental and the heart part that could actually get her a decent guy. It's a lot easier when you're younger, but if you wait, you know what I mean, it's gonna be way harder. And then you've been doing that all your life, neglecting what it takes for a woman as far as knowledge of what a man likes, and as far as her spirit and her actions. You're done. It's just like a player used to be a player all his life. Now he gonna try to be a husband. Good luck, man. Good luck. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's gonna take a lot of work, because you've been this way this whole life. You've been this way your whole life. So it ain't that easy to just turn that shit off and then go back over here. It's not easy. It don't work that way. It just don't. That's like you not playing basketball. You're like, now you're gonna pick up a basketball and be Kobe Bryant. Nah, Kobe Bryant is Kobe Bryant because he put in that work. Jordan is Jordan because he put in that work. That shit don't happen overnight. Even Jordan left and came back to basketball and was rusty. He had to get back on the horse. Shit didn't happen overnight. Even if you're Jordan, it's not going to happen overnight, because of habits and how you moving and shit. But I don't understand why people complain so much about women who are against men and men who are against women, and just pick one that ain't. You know, it just proves that people's lust is, like I said, the main reason why a lot of people can't find love is their lust. They just don't want to pick love off of what it is, you know. And I'm not saying they got to settle for somebody they're not attracted to and all that shit. But what I'm mainly saying is someone who actually trying to be 100 with you and fuck with you like that. You know, a lot of people shy away from that. And they over here worried about why this person don't like me and all this other dumbass shit. Because they lust them better or some shit. They lust them more or whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes it ain't even that they lust that person more. They just think that they do because the person is not complying, you know, versus a guy or girl that, well, they're right here. I'm good. I got it. I got it in the bag. You know what I mean? Type shit. In other words, you not having $1 million looking at somebody who do, it's a different feeling, unless that person's very humble. You know, the person with the $1 million, it don't, you know, a couple thousand don't seem like nothing to them. But to you, who only got $5 in your pocket, it's a big difference. You know what I mean? And that's, you can apply that shit to when it comes to, when people like people, man. And then when they're dealing with people who don't really like them, you know, they think by default, for whatever reason, human nature, the person that don't like them is better. And we know that's not true. You know, it's just certain things you have to filter out in your mind to understand. Just like rejection. A lot of people take that as, you know, they're not good enough, or the person who's rejected them, something special about them and this and that. But a lot of times it's like the universe don't want you to deal with that person, and it could be for your own benefit. If you have good karma on your side, then that's just a blessing. You know, the blessing is blocking that person from dealing with you, because that's not the one that you don't deserve that. You deserve better type shit. Or maybe I'm not even going to say better. Sometimes it could be you just deserve what's something that's going to make you happier than that one. You know what I mean? But people don't look at it that way. They look at it as some curse, or I'm ugly and that's what it is. And now I know I had a banana. Guess not. Damn. But the gender shit ain't going to stop, man. So I suggest y'all, you know, if you see it, get away from the person. You know, in order for the gender shit to stop, people, women and men have to be willing to understand each other and listen to each other. And that's not happening. That's not happening at all. Everybody has this take it or leave it attitude. Instead of looking at themselves and saying, what can I improve with What can I improve to be a better female for a woman type shit? You also got to understand that a lot of people was in that mindset, but then they got hurt or played and shit, and then, you know, they turn into the good girl gone bad or the good guy gone bad. But people have to talk about the other genders so the other gender can understand what the other gender actually likes and don't like. If that's not going to happen, then what's the point? You know, but most people are about themselves. That's why I'm not trying to hear the cry, y'all men. I'm not trying to hear the cry, y'all women. Stop bashing. You know what I mean? That's what people do. Instead of them listening, I listen to, you think I want to hear women say niggas ain't shit 24/7 on social media? No. But I listen so I can have a better understanding of what a woman wants in a man. You see that? Instead of me getting mad, oh, stop doing that. No, I'm going to listen. All women don't really like that, and women are crying because of this. They have a problem with this or that. That's the type of person that is actually trying to understand a woman better. You know what I mean? Instead of, shut up, I ain't trying to hear that. But see, that's what a lot of these females do. When men are crying, they just bad bitch era men. They feminine, they crying all the time and blah, blah, blah. You know, instead of listening to what they're complaining about. A smart woman, a good woman, not, whether she's single or not, she's going to listen to what men are complaining about. That's what good women do. They listen. They listen to what you're talking about, what he don't like. He don't like this and that. They don't say, stop bashing me, take me as I am. That's not a good woman. You know, and furthermore, name one so-called bashing example that fits a good woman. None! You can name all the bashing in the world about females in the world, and not one example fits a woman. So how the fuck is it bashing women in the first place? It's not. You know who is bashing, and that right there lets you know, okay, if this example is not bashing women, I didn't say females, I said women. If this is not bashing good women, and you have a problem with it, or you don't understand the difference, then I think I might want to get away from you. Some of these women and men, because you can apply that vice versa. When men have a problem with the stuff that women say about men. If you don't understand the difference between good women and men and bad women and men, then you're already done. See, I understand the difference between good men, or should I say men who do good shit and men who are doing bad shit. That's why I don't have a problem with or get offended when women expose it. Funny how that works, huh? I don't feel like a woman's bashing a man when she's exposing shit that men shouldn't be doing. Well, even if she do it every day, 24/7 crying because some guy broke her heart, I don't feel offended or feel like she's bashing and just shut up, stop bashing men on the internet, blah, blah, blah. Because you're not, for one, you're not talking about men. You are, but you aren't. Let me say this. You're not talking about good, solid men. Because you can't. How can you talk bad about good, solid men? There's nothing to say bad about good, solid men. Other than they're not perfect and they make mistakes, but they're trying to be better people. They don't fit the criteria or the descriptions of deadbeat and he lies, he cheated and all this. That's not good men. So why the fuck would I be mad or feel offended and all this other shit? Especially if I claim, like a lot of these females, that I'm different. Oh, women ain't to see. It's a they play the game both ways. You'll say certain things about women, right? Females. And then they'll say all women ain't the same, right? Right? But then, on the other hand, you'll say something about women, or let's just say bad females, and they'll defend it. Which one is it? If all women ain't the same, why are you defending that? Women don't understand that they are, by defending all women, this is what women don't understand, men either, by defending, keep the code, bro, by defending all women and men, or your gender, should I say, you are part of the problem. Because you are saying that your gender is not wrong for nothing, so therefore I'm going to defend them. As soon as I hear the word woman, I'm on it. Or as soon as I hear the word man, I'm on it. I'm going to defend, I'm fighting. That's foolish. All men ain't innocent when it comes to dealing with females. So why the fuck would I do that? All y'all doing is letting this shit live, and then when your kids get older, they got to deal with it now. And it's getting worse. It gets worse as the generations go. So go ahead and get mad because somebody hurt your feelings because a shoe fit you. Right? Because that's what it really boiled down to. You wouldn't be offended by somebody saying some shit if it don't apply to you. Even if somebody said black men ain't shit, man, they deadbeat dads. You know, I'm going to feel offended because they're saying black, but guess what? I'm going to prove it. Like, I take care of my kid. What you talking about? That's different. If a woman says, look, I'm not a woman like that. The woman that you talking about on the post, this ain't me. Look what I'm doing in life. That's different. But saying, oh, shut up and stop bashing them, you're part of the problem. And then you want to cry when men look at y'all all the same. Don't you know that you look guilty as fuck? Think about this. Think about this. A black dude gets killed by a cop and the white dude defending this shit on a post. You look racist now. You're going to think this guy's racist, dog. Because why is he kicking? We get shot too. Instead of saying, yeah, that's fucked up what they did to dude, blah, blah, blah. Man, they kill us too. Stop crying. Yeah, you look racist as fuck. Now apply that shit when it comes to the women and men when we talk about what they do. And you defend it. Men are looking at you now like you one of them. I'm just going to hump and dump you. Women are looking at you now, yeah, he one of them. So I'm going to just try to get him for his money and shit. Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all never going to get it. That's why y'all not going to find peace when it comes to this woman and man shit. First things first, you got to understand the opposite gender. You got to be able to sit back and listen to their cries. But then again, most of this generation and most people in general, they only deal with the opposite gender for themselves. That's why they not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit you men are talking about or you women are talking about. So stop bashing and exposing my game, because that's what it is, you know, the narcissistic game. That's all it is. All you're doing is exposing narcissistic behavior. So why the fuck does anybody have a problem with it? Whether you put the word woman or man on it, don't matter. Women and men are guilty of the same shit. That's not the issue. It ain't even about the gender part. The problem is, if something's wrong, why are you kicking against it? Or saying, hush, don't talk about that. Why? You look guilty. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And I advise all y'all to keep exposing this shit. Keep exposing what women and men do. Because you're going to help somebody out there that might be going through it like, oh yeah, he is doing that to me. Or she is doing that to me. Man, maybe I should leave them alone. See, that type of shit can't happen if everybody just shut up. I ain't going to say nothing, dog. I'm going to just keep my mouth quiet, dog, because I don't want women to think I'm bashing or think I'm insecure. And these men ride for this shit, throwing a cape like it's going to get them some pussy, man. These men ride for this shit, man. You look like a bitch bashing women on Facebook all day. You dumb motherfucker. You can't bash good women. They don't fit the description, idiot. Simping for a man, look, this is what these men don't get. You are simping and hiding or protecting The women that actually are out here to get y'all, you know, the ones that listen to Cynthia G and shit and learn how to run game on y'all. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You think you're doing something good, but you're not. Because you don't know the difference between women and good women and bad women. That's why you have a problem, or you want to throw on a cape or some shit to make yourself look better when somebody exposes them. Even if somebody is exposing the gender all day long and they need to give it a fucking break, hey, at least who knows who's gonna hear that shit? It might change somebody's life. That's all I'm saying. Basically, all in a nutshell, when these men are talking bad about women on social media, you got certain groups of women saying, be quiet. Stop doing that. Stop exposing me, basically. Because if you are a woman that don't fit that description, you want that to be exposed, because that's going to bring good women like you, who are supposedly good, into a different light. It's going to separate who's who. So you would want men to do this shit. Good women understand this shit. That's why they just probably sit back and read shit. You know, they don't say much. Good dudes too. Good men, they don't say much. They just sit back and listen. And learn. All right, I see what women don't want and shit. All right, I think I got this. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a deadbeat. Blah, blah, blah. But hey, man, I'm getting in here, man. Shit ain't gonna change, dog. Only thing you could do is learn the difference between the good ones and the bad. That's the beauty of it. That's why I understand why people say be quiet and stop exposing stuff. You might expose something that I didn't even know I was getting played on, like say dinner dates or something, and a dude exposes that, and I'm like, oh shit, I got 2 girls right now doing that to me. You know what I mean? That type of shit can't happen if everybody just quiet. A lot of y'all women, you know, certain things that you might hear on the internet. If you don't hear that, what if you heard something that you're like, oh shit, dude was playing me, or this or that? You're not gonna get that if everybody just quiet. Everybody just quiet, huh? All you gotta do is look at it from the black person getting killed by the cop or some shit. Imagine if just everybody quiet. See, that's the problem with the other races. They want you to be quiet. The closet racists want you to be quiet, man. The closet racists don't want you to expose privilege. Now, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm probably doing very well, more than a lot of other races of men, right? But that don't mean privilege don't exist. It exists because they want us to be separated, which is the biggest reason why we must expose it. Instead of, oh, it don't exist, dog. You know, privilege don't exist. Yes, it does. You got to understand that they're using racism to separate you so they can rule over you. And if you don't figure this shit out, your kids are next in line to be ruled over by their kids. All because you don't want to say, you know what, there is a privilege that the government created and we need to fix this somehow, some way. Instead, you want to hide it and act like it don't exist. The same thing that the women and men do when it comes to exposing shit that women and men do. It's the same fucking thing. People don't get it, bro. They lost. They just don't get it. I'm done, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. You know, just understand, man. They don't want y'all exposed shit because it's them. It's them. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. The women that are on my YouTube page and like my videos are women that don't fit that. I'm sure I might have said something that might have, you know, they might be like, because nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? I might have said something that they was guilty of or some shit, but they not deliberately trying to be bad women, so they're going to love my page. It's the ones that know they on some bullshit. Those are the ones that's gonna hate my shit. Cause you just gonna explain them 24/7 and they gonna hate it. Cause the truth hurts. The same thing with the men. Good men understand that women have a cry, right? And I need to have some understanding because they're crying about a man. I'm a man. So therefore I need to fucking listen to what they're crying about. Common fucking sense. But if I'm the dude that's trying to deceive and play the women and shit, the last thing I want is for this shit to be put out. Not only because of the fact that it hurts, the shoe hurts because it fits me, but the fact that you're exposing my game. Now I can't run game on more women. That's all it is, people. It's just shh, stop telling the game. That's all it is. In a nutshell, stop telling the game of women and men and how we move, us bad women and men. You're exposing us too much. The narcissist people don't want to be exposed, man. And some of y'all are doing a disfavor by, man, stop bashing. Some of y'all ignorantly doing it. I get it. But some of y'all know why you're doing it because you're a narcissist. When I say some of y'all, I'm just saying in general. People. You know what I mean? I understand the significance of women, exposing the bad shit men do. That's why I don't tell them to be quiet or kick against it or any of that shit. It has to be it should be put out there. I understand the benefits of it being put out there. I also understand the consequences and the effects of, no one talking about it, hiding it, shut up, don't say shit, act like women and men are so innocent and there's no issues going on between them and they're not plotting on each other and all this dumb shit. Living in la la land. Next thing you know, somebody get pregnant by the wrong person. Now they stuck for the rest of their life. Because they couldn't handle the truth. They were scared of the truth. When they just could have accepted the truth. And guess what the truth do? Before I get out this motherfucker. Guess what the truth do? It set you free. So I want to hear the truth about how women are moving and what they're doing. The lies and the deceit. You know what I mean? I want to hear that. Because not only will it set me free from being caught up in that bullshit, it will also help me decipher way more clear and easier who the right women are. How the fuck you gonna know who the right men or women are if you don't even know what the bad shit is? That everybody wants to expose or sweep under the rug and act like it don't exist and put a name on it like bashing. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. The more and more the women expose, or the more and more men expose women, I'm gonna just say, because it could go either way. The more and more the women or the men expose each other, the more you should be able to decipher who's the right ones. That's why I said earlier, you're not gonna find a good woman who has an issue with this shit. Because good women understand they are different than the women who are moving bad. And they understand that they are an issue when it comes to dating scenes and all this shit. They understand this. Whatever, man. What do I know, right? Y'all go ahead, man. All I know is this helps me understand what good women are. I'd probably be still in La La Land getting played or some dumb shit if there wasn't no such thing as red pill videos and shit. Now, I'm not saying everything I agree with, but a lot of that shit has helped me understand women better. You know what I mean? Understand who could be the right woman and why and all this other shit. So the next time, if you're a woman watching, before you just get upset because you heard the word woman, understand that a good woman cannot be bashed. That's number one. Understand also that it's allowing you to understand the cries of men when it comes to women and what they don't like and this and that. And which ultimately can help you not become that type of woman. Cause sometimes people be doing shit and they don't even realize they doing it. Like, damn, maybe I am a narcissist. They don't even know it. Cause they didn't know what it was and how they was moving. Sometimes, like Wayne said, you don't realize what you're doing until you stop doing it type shit. I ain't trying to judge though, because we all can be good or bad. It's a choice. It's not like these women are created to be good and these are created to be bad. These men are created to be good. These are bad. That's why people can't find the right woman or man, because they don't understand that it's a choice. And you want to look at more of, is this person trying, do they get off basically trying to be a good person and become a better person? That's the type of motherfuckers you want to look for. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's a choice. They could flip on you. But if they are the type of person that's always trying to be a good person and a better person, there's a good chance they're not going to flip on you. And there's a good chance they fuck with you because they fuck with you. Because that's who they are as a person. It makes up who they are as a person. People don't be looking for shit like that, though. So, it's what it is. Gone, man.